Guys, I'll say it once, and I won't say it again. Karibo is a problem. I mean, what was Konami thinking when they even created this card 5-star Twilight? If the only monster you control is a level 5 monster, tribute that monster special summon 1 Kariba, 1 Karibi, 1 Karibu, 1 Karibe, and 1 Karibo from your hand, deck, and graveyard, but they cannot be tributed for tribute summon. You can only activate 1 5-star Twilight per turn. Are you kidding me? There's no special summon restriction, no nothing. They just can't be tributed for a tribute summon. Who cares about that? Do you know how many interruptions I can make with Karibo? Approximately a lot. And I'm going to show you guys how to do it right now. 13 interruptions. Yes, you heard this right. 13 interruptions with Karibo. And it starts right now. So obviously, it's especially going to be a 2-card combo with just Link Slayer and 5-star Twilight. Well, it can really be any level 5 monster that you can special summon for free. I couldn't really think of that many level 5 monsters that had kind of like a Photon Thrasher-esque effect. I'm not really looking for something like Cyber Dragon because I am trying to combo independently whether I go first or second, so I don't want to rely on my opponent controlling monsters. But Garbage Lord and Link Slayer were some pretty good cards, so you could say that the Garbage engine is definitely a good engine. By garbage, I'm not talking about Sky Striker cards. Haha, yeah, I know, it's a 2018 joke, get over it. Anyways, now, I'm summoning my 5 Karibo, blah 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 blah, and now, this is where the fun part begins. So obviously, I'm going to start making my Lyrilusk Recital Starling. This is where people might be like, you're obviously gonna be Link summoning. Well, of course not. I'm gonna be Tri-Brigading. Yes, this is infinitely better. And what I'm gonna search? Sapphire Swallow. Because I already have the Cobalt Sparrow, but if I didn't, well, my second copy of Lyrilusk Recite Starling would be searching out the missing piece. But now, since I already have everything I need, I can even get one step ahead of the combo and search the Nerval. Again, you're gonna make a 3rd Recital Starling, so who cares? You can literally search every single piece of the puzzle super easily. Alright, now your Cobalt Sparrow on special summon, it can search, you guessed it, another level 1 winged beast monster, which is the Beryl Canary, which doesn't exist yet at the moment, but that's okay. And now we're gonna link to him to the Baron Blossom. The reason why you summon this guy and not the other, well, this girl, I guess you can say, well, you're not summoning the other card, the Bloom, because it would also lock you out into Tri-Brigade monsters only for the rest of the turn, which isn't really what we're trying to achieve. But yeah, being a lock, the Tri-Brigade, this Tri-Brigade lock isn't the end of the world. Like, you can only use Beast, Beastor, and Wing Beast as link materials for the rest of the turn. Not too afraid of that. Even this Karibu, boo, will only really be used for like Xyz summoning. So yeah, like I said, who cares? Now the Nerval will be banishing 2 Xyz monsters, well, 2 Recital Starlings. The only 2 Winged Beast, Beastor, or Beast that we have in the graveyard. As you can see, this is literally a Karibo combo. All cards in the graveyard are Karibo cards, except for Link Slayer, but that doesn't count. And we're gonna make Shuanglong right now. Currently has 1600 attack, but don't worry, because it's gonna get boosted to 22 right now. So our opponent can't just go special summon Cyber Dragon and jump over. Yeah, we're pretty strong. Alright, at this point, the Recite Starling is searching out DD Crow, which obviously you can tell is not needed in the combo. So even if we didn't draw the Cobalt Sparrow in our opening hand, this combo would have been the exact same. It's just that we wouldn't have DD Crow in our hand. So it really doesn't change anything. And as you can see, this Garbage Lord is just another redundant card. So up until now, I'm really only showing you like a 2-card combo. Pretty much everything that you're seeing is... yeah, it's honestly not that hard to do. It's really just 5-star Twilight. Resolving is ridiculous. This is what you can do with just as many Karibos, and again, I just want to emphasize the fact that Karibo has been a problem card since day one. I mean, think about it. The card wasn't fair because it was a hand trap. Hand traps are cancerous. They stop your opponent from playing. Your opponent could go Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon summoned off of Cyberstein attack, and you would just Karibo. Way too good. Damage Juggler was garbage compared to Karibo, but yeah. Alright, whatever. The Nerval is searching kit, by the way. This is how we got the card. And when the Baron Blossom is sent to the graveyard, we can draw 1 card, but then we have to put 1 card from our hand into the bottom of the deck. So this is why the Garbage Lord is no longer in our hand. It's in the bottom. And the Revolt is now randomly in my hand. It's because I drew 1 card. I pretty much used the effect of both Nerval and Baron Blossom. So again, you're getting this from Nerval and you're getting a random draw from Baron Blossom, but if it's a Revolt, you're going to get 1 additional interruption on top. But again, I just want to re-emphasize that you do not need these cards in your hand in order to function. Again, this is a 2-card combo. Even this card, the Airborne Assault, which was the other card in our hand, we didn't need it. Anyways, the kit at this point will be finally summoning the Tri-Brigade Bear Bloom, the Solid Assault. We're going to link into the Appaloosa, and as you can see, we're not using the effect of the Bear Bloom simply because we already drew the Revolt. So why would we bother, right? There's no need. If we didn't draw the Revolt, then we would have had to use the effect, but the drawback would have been we wouldn't be able to summon with Simorgh, meaning that we would lose out on 1 interruption just to get to that Revolt. But honestly, I don't think it's the end of the world. Well, actually, you're losing on way more than 1 interruption because you also have Beryl Canary, which locks you under Xyz summoning for the rest of the turn, whereas the Bear Bloom locks you under Tri-Brigade for the rest of the turn. So task failed successfully. Anyways, yeah, so Beryl Canary will be special summoning back the Cobalt Sparrow, and now you're gonna be Xyz summoning for Ensemble Robin, and the effect of one of the monsters, I think it's Sapphire Swallow, will allow your Xyz monster to attach 1 Lyrilusk monster from your graveyard to it, and this is a very fair card, Ensemble Robin, because it is not once per turn. So in other words, your opponent will have nightmares dealing with this card. Obviously, at this point, you're going to be going Airborne Assault to summon King Tiger Wang Hu, which doesn't even have a mustache. Yeah, it's just like a, I mean, it looks like a human, but actually not really. It looks like a tiger, but not, it doesn't even look like a tiger. Well, I mean, it obviously does, but kind of doesn't. But yeah, you can understand what I'm trying to say. This card is pretty good. Has an effect that is kind of like a floodgate effect, which is going to pretty much destroy every monster your opponent controls that has 1400 or less attack. Well, even your own monsters, but every monster that you summon is always going to be really powerful, so your opponent can't just summon weaklings, and that's it, that's all. But the most important thing about this is that it's going to get unnegated during the end phase, because of the Airborne Assault only negates until the end of the turn. And to make matters worse, the kit was able to send the Tri-Brigade Oath from the deck to the graveyard, and this has a really neat graveyard effect where you can banish it and then negate a spell or trap that your opponent controls, basically. So yeah, even if our opponent has Dark Ruler no more, it doesn't do anything to our life. We can actually negate it, and obviously during the end phase, Apex Evian, and this is going to get unnegated exactly just like I said. I really hope everything is easy to follow, but anyways, as you can clearly tell, how many interruptions is that? Let's count. Shuang Long is a quick effect bounce, which is basically 1 interruption. It's not a negated interruption. King Tiger Wang Hu varies from 1 to infinite interruptions because it's kind of like a floodgate monster. And then Ensemble Robin has 4 materials, and again, it's not once per turn. Healthy card design, so it can just bounce every single time your opponent special summons a monster. And then we have Apex Evian, which is a generic negate, and Appaloosa for 3. So 1 plus 1 plus 4 equals 6, plus 1 equals 7, plus 3 equals 10. And then we have the Revolt, which can link summon into Tri-Brigade Shuraig, the Ominous Omen, during our opponent's turn, and then banish a card that they control. And to make matters worse, it actually gets a lot of engines because you pretty much revive back your Tri-Brigade monsters. You go effect, and yeah, your opponent is going to have to deal with you getting a lot of resources and you banishing their cards. So this is the 11th interruption, and then obviously the DD Crow is the 12th interruption, and finally the 3rd and final interruption is Tri-Brigade Oath, negating a spell or trap, like I said. So Dark Ruler no more definitely wouldn't work. It wouldn't do jack shit. Your opponent would literally need like 2 Dark Ruler no mores, which is, you know, it's BS at this point anyways, so, I mean, yeah, 13 interruptions, I mean, come on, even if we goes double Dark Ruler no more, you still have 2 interruptions in the form of Revolt and DD Crow. So you think I'm scared? Absolutely not. I'm not scared of anything, Lamau. I'm just too good, man. I'm just too good at the game, and that's it. That's it for this beautiful Kuriboh combo video, but it is not it for the deck profile. Let's get right into the deck profile now. Okay, so this is the deck profile. As you can see, I'm playing 1 Apex Evian. This card is really good to draw, and by really good to draw, I mean really bad to draw. 3 Link Slayer, obviously this is the best starter because, well, I mean, the best 5-star Twilight target because Garbage Lord requires you to pay 2,000 life points, and Link Slayer also has an effect to allow you to destroy spells and traps going second, so it's just always better than Garbage Lord under pretty much every single situation. And then we have 3 Fractor with 3 Nerval, 2 Kit, and am I playing Ceres? Oh, I think I cut it. Yeah, I don't really need it, honestly. King Tiger Wang Hu because of the Airborne Assault, 3 Ash and 2 Droll with the DD Crow, which should be here, by the way. And then, obviously, I'm playing all the Kuribohs, so Kuriboh, Babi, Boo, Be. And I feel like a child. Yeah, 3 Norval, like I said, 2 Barrel Canary, 2 Cobalt Sparrow, 5-star Twilight, the broken card, and then obviously Airborne Assault, triple Revolt, and 1 Oath. For the extra deck, 1 Zeus, obviously, because you're playing 4 Xyz monsters, 3 of them are Recital Starling, and then the Ensemble Blue Robin. And jokes aside, this card's really broken. I mean, it really is insane. It's not once per turn, so this card will see play in Drytron, I can promise you that, but it'll see play in pretty much anything that can make 2 level 1 monsters. It really is good. So yeah, people have to stop sleeping on this card and start considering playing it in as many rank 1 strategies as possible, or decks that can incorporate rank 1 strategies. Right, 2 Ominous Omen. Like I said, the synergy with Revolt is nasty. You can banish a card your opponent controls and get a lot of triggers and just get back your resources, so it's really nice. Appaloosa, Simorg, Rugal the Silval Sheller. Barely use this, honestly. It's just a Tri-Brigade Link 3. It's not too great. Bear Bloom, which is the Link 2 that searches Revolt. It's really, really good, and it's coming out in Lightning Overdrive, so when that set will come out, it'll change the metagame of Yu-Gi-Oh! Completely. Tri-Brigade, this deck, is going to be so much better, because, yeah, sure, Revolt already exists, but it's not searchable. But this is going to make it searchable and make the deck so much more annoying, and even though it kind of felt like I showed you a joke video and something that you shouldn't respect or take into consideration, in reality, I showed you a really solid and really legitimate combo, but the only difference was that I used unrealistic cards to get to that board. But the end board is still something that you might honestly have to kind of care about, except obviously for the Airborne into King Tiger Wangu. Not a lot of people are doing that, but apart from that, the Revolt, the Appaloosa, the Shuang Long, where is it? Yeah, there, and even the Ensemble Robin with the Apex Avion, or even worse, the Windbearer statue. All of these cards, you could realistically see them being played literally in the next format. So this video is definitely not a joke, and you should seriously try to think multiple times about what you actually just saw, because yes, it will actually change the way you impact the way you deck build. But yeah, anyways, El Mirage and Relinquished Anima, I don't really have any arguments to play the Anima, the El Mirage, but for the Anima, well, I guess you play a few level 1s, a lot of level 1s, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, for the side deck, Gamma Steel should not be played, it should be Gadarla. Pankratops, Windbearer Statue, Slower Swallow. By the way, that's not a side deck, that's the idea section. My IQ is just really low. Daruma Doll, this is a pretty good card, honestly. Harpy's Feather Duster, Tactic Talents, Extravagance, which shouldn't be there. Dark Ruler no more. Monster Reborn, Cosmic Cyclone, Forbidden Drop, Tenki, Imperm. I don't even know why I'm reading the name of every single card, but it's fine, I'll just keep doing it. And Evenly Matched. That's pretty much it for this magnificence of a deck. I really hope you guys were able to enjoy and learn a thing or two, but preferably 3. And if you guys were able to do any of these actions, well, make sure you leave a like, a comment, and a subscribe. Motivates me so much to keep making videos like these. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Peace.